chairperson, one of the organizing councils. First of all, I would like to thank all of our mentors who managed their timings and helped our participants in making their projects and helping them throughout the coding period. I hope every team, irrespective of them being in top 10 or not, is taking something from our hackathon, that is W-Accinge. Before starting our final, I would like to introduce our judges, Jasleen Sondhi, who is an inspiring data scientist, open source enthusiastic, and women in tech ally. Megha Upadhyay, she is an senior development at Barclays for Wealth International onboarding platform, working as full stack developer on technologies such as Java, AngularJS, JavaScript, Backbone.js, LiftWeb, and Avinash Koshal, who is support associate analytics at AWS and an enthusiast in computer vision and Linux. I would like to take a moment to thank all our sponsors because of whom we could make it such a big and a grand success, especially our platinum sponsors Postman, DevFolio, and Polygon. And after the evaluation by our judges, we are gonna announce first three prizes. Also, we have two surprise prizes: one beginner's prize and second people's choice. The flow of the evaluation will be 3 minutes PPT. I request every team to keep this in mind that we won't let you extend more than 3 minutes, followed by Q&A by our judges. Now, Tejasvi, you can go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, Anushka. So as Anushka has already mentioned that each team will get 3 minutes to present their project to our judges, and then judges can move forward and give their feedback and ask their questions. So we will start with the first team. Before we will start with the first team, I would like to add one thing here. So for the People's Choice Award, all of you need to add comments in the YouTube chat section, and we will be evaluating them at the end. Yeah. So we will start with the first team, which is the Rubik's Cube. The stage is all yours.
Hello everyone, just give me a minute to present. I hope my screen is visible here.
Yes, it is. Should we start?
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. This is our group, the Rubik's Cube, presenting an efficient healthcare system can contribute to a significant part of country's economy, development, industrialization. So here comes MIVA, Medical Intelligence Virtual Assistant. It's often said health is wealth. So basically, your healthcare starts here, a platform which maximizes healthcare resources and provide increased flexible opportunities for clients to engage with clinicians and better their health. MIVA provides simple and speedy analysis with the assistance of self-diagnosed symptoms, and the state additionally assists with guaranteeing safe and fast transportation with our MIVA cards during the crisis to the best medical clinics available. This is an overview about the MIVA care system, and now Yatra will take through the MIVA services.
Okay, so basically it is said that we make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give. Our services like MIVA Chat, which offers you to book an appointment, or a MIVA card. MIVA has a physical booking appointment portal which offers you to choose your doctor, hospital, as well as upload medical reports along with payment and confirmation, ensuring safe video conferencing with the doctor and get the best consultation at the earliest. MIVA cards are made available with that function as such to reach the distress caller at the fastest, whereas the average time for an ambulance to arrive is 18 minutes. Ria would now continue.
So let me take you through the features quickly. The first one would be the chatbot. It is quite easy and accessible, and it redirects you to the page that you need to go on once you specify it. The next will be the doctor's info page, where you can see the list of doctors associated with us. So you can book a doctor that you need and can contact them. And then the easy login feature. So appointments, you can keep track of them very easily. And also once we add a better backend, the medical history can be easily maintained. So each and every component of our website is made using HTML, CSS, and JS. We also add a few of jQuery and Ajax files to add dynamic feature to our HTML pages. So now I would like Ruchika to continue further.
Talking about the scope, we would include features such as geo-tracking because the client would benefit more from real-time physical location of MIVA cars. And to make our chatbot more accessible, we would consider adding language options and voice feature.
also to provide safe secondary diagnosis to our patients and to recommend a suitable doctor on based of their needs. Finally, sending reminders via email or text is considered. Moving on to challenges, confirmation mail. Because our website was built on HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, we had no choice but to use SMTP server for email services, and we were able to send specific email to a mail account, but due to lack of backend database, we weren't able to generalize the process. And for current location, we used OpenK geocoding API, which assists us by providing free geocoding API key, which we use in our codes. But the resulting output wasn't detailed enough, and we thought that using geocoding API would be a third-party application. So we put the idea on hold for a while. Concluding here, I would say the best investment you've ever made is your health. Thank you for allowing us to present and hear our presentation. Stay safe, stay healthy.
Thank you.
Thank you, team, for the lovely presentation. Now, I will request our judges to give their feedback and also ask the questions if they have any. Jasleen, Avinash, Megha.
Yeah, hi everyone, good evening. I'm Jasleen. Hi Megha.
Good evening.
Hi, Jasleen.
Hello.
Yeah, I have two questions. Megha, do you mind if I go first?
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Okay, first of all, great presentation. I really like the idea, Megha, because of course it's not just the normal healthcare thing, but you have also tried to include the concept of MIVA cars, which was quite different than most products that are out there. So my
Thank
question
you.
is kind of related to that. So for example, we already have a lot of platforms like Practo and Tata Health and all those things.
Correct.
So for example, if you think from a product point of view, how would you guys imagine that you're the owner of this product? How would you guys differentiate it from the existing ones?
I think, however, different platforms which we have right now, the problem that the ambulance reaches late is common, and it happens quite a lot. Now we can't do anything about the traffic, but what we can do is, if we have the opportunity to further this project and make it a reality, what we can do is make the station of the MIVA cars, in like we can't do it all over India at once, obviously. So if we start in metro cities, so we would keep it in such a distance कि जहाँ से सबसे ज़्यादा calls आते हैं for such kind of stuff. They will come quickly, like Yatra said कि it takes an average of 18 minutes. So we'll try to cover that distance faster with this thing called the stations, which we would try to make, not specifically, but for the MIVA cars, like. Yeah.
Okay, makes sense. Thank you. So my second question is, you said something about a second opinion based on the data entered by the user, right? So like,
Yes.
are you guys would you guys be using some kind of data science ML algorithms for that, or how are you planning to include that in the future?
We still don't have enough knowledge to do it on our own. So what we'll do is that we have seen such algorithms, and there are websites who practice such that they collect the data from the users, and after compiling all of them, there are cases that, like, if right now my chatbot wouldn't be able to say कि your symptoms say common cold, but अगर ऐसे आ जाए कि आपके symptoms में गले में खराश है या नाक बंद है, that they can specify the user. So with enough data, they can say that the first thing what could happen to you is common cold. So at least the patient could take precaution regarding the common cold.
Okay.
So we are going in that lane right now.
Yeah, makes sense. Thank you. That's all from my end.
Thank you, Jasleen. So yeah, as mentioned by Jasleen, it is a unique idea by the cars and the virtual assistant. So I have one question. Like, would you be storing the patient's history or record? Like I
Yes.
heard in the so will it be saved once he logs in and he consults one doctor? So in future,
Yes.
if it is required, the reports and everything. So would it be stored? Because I heard database is not configured, something like that. So
Yes, right now what our website is, it is purely front end. we had some linking issues, so we couldn't properly add the PHP database that we wanted to. But with that, we also wanted this app, this website could compile a medical history of yours. So if once a person logs in through an email, तो वो email के ऊपर सब save होता जाएगा कि when did you make an appointment, and if you had a diagnosis taken, and if there was any report, so you can easily upload the report. नहीं तो कभी कभी होता है कि papers कहीं तो रखा दिए
Correct.
मिल नहीं रहा. So that is pure, that is safely on the website, and it is only pure for the algorithms to make further decisions, but not for it would be confidential.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So I think that was the question from my side. And yeah, thank you for the
Yeah,
presentation.
so,
Thank you.
hi, I'm audible.
Yes, you are, sir.
Okay, so extending to Megha question, like medical history reports, everything is very important. We can't disclose it. So how you are planning to protect it? Like you don't have database yet, you have
Yes.
SMTP server. So how are you planning to protect the crucial part of data?
That we are still learning, sir. We are still second year students and don't have much idea about it.
No worries. So I'm curious about SMTP. So how you integrated SMTP server with your front end?
So what happened that when we wanted to send the automatic emails, we came across two options since we were only using CSS, HTML, and JavaScript. One was to go to third-party applications. So once you link your email through it, so they will send you directly. But since it's an hackathon, we can't do that. So the second option was SMTP. So from SMTP, we had to disable few features and enable few features in the Gmail only, and we use smtp.gmail.com as our host. And with that, we could send an email. Like in my quotes, I wrote like Vishruti did one. What she did, the person who is sending is MIVA care0@gmail.com, and to the person is sending is Vishruti ka email. And we wrote a body in it. We could send it. So that was quite easily done. But the thing was, we couldn't generalize the process. We couldn't take the inputs there.
Okay, fine, it's fine.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Great. So thank you, team. Thank you, judges. So I would like to invite the next team to present their project now. Team CLR, you can take over the stage.
Yes, give me 1 second. Is the screen visible?
Yeah, it is visible.
Okay, we can begin.
Hello everyone, we are Team Zeros, and today we are here to present you Women Corner. So let me begin with a question. You all might have heard about period cramps or irregular periods. Do you all think it's deadly?
Yes.
Absolutely right. So let's take a look. A 24-year research says 1,975 premature death documents 894 by cancer, 172 by cardiovascular disease. More than 1 million women in India have been diagnosed with uterine fibroids owing to lack of understanding of menstrual health. That means no access to menstrual hygiene is the fifth biggest killer of women in the world. For women, menstrual cycle is a direct indicator for overall health, and periods are the body's way of telling that things are working as they should be working. Having an extremely heavy periods or skipping a period can indicate an existing underlying condition. Hence, we bring to you Women Corner, a one-stop solution for all menstrual issues.
Okay. So we periodically get such text messages on social media aiming to create awareness about menstrual hygiene. But how often do we read them? The numbers shown in the last slide wouldn't bother any one of us until someone we know contributes to it. Two of his teammates' family members have contributed to that list. We have seen them going through physical and mental distress after the surgeries. And that is the exact reason we came up with Women Corner, so that no such thing has to ever happen with someone else.
So to begin with our project, we did some research and then started making designs on Figma. We chose Angular as a framework to design dynamic web pages and Firebase as a complete solution used to build the website and also to host it. I think all the women present over here would agree that it's quite hectic to keep a track of our periods. So we came up with a period tracker. We also have a forum section where our users can engage among themselves, and we have also included blogs and YouTube videos to spread awareness, and product section to recommend menstrual products for our customers.
In future, we would wish to use machine learning to predict the mood of our users during their menstruation, set up virtual appointments with the gynecologist through our website itself, launch our own products for the women and transgenders, and make our website more responsive. Towards conclusion, as education is the most effective tool in preventing the spread of miscommunication, we too aim to guide the women in the correct direction. This website would be the one-stop solution for all the menstruational health related issues. Once again, don't forget that menstruation isn't dirty. So just go with the flow. That's all from our side. Thank you.
Thank you, team. It was such a great presentation. Now, I would request the judges to give their comments and ask questions.
Okay, so my first question is, so how you are tracking, how the tracking works here?
Actually, we are living in 21st century, and in this century, women are handling both their work and also their household. So, to keep a track of menstrual cycle, menstrual health, and also predict the future menstrual cycle, it is very difficult for them to keep a note and write down the dates and all. So, we come up with an idea that which gives them both to track their menstrual issues also and also the future and past cycles.
No, but how? So, like, I'm not a woman, but I wear a smartwatch, and if there's an option in it which tells us, which track that menstrual activity and everything. So basically, it gets data from my body, my blood pressure, and other things. So how your app will be tracking it? Like the user has to enter the data. How the tracking process works?
Okay, basically, women calculate their menstrual cycle by dates. Like what
Yeah.
we do, we take the data of previous menstrual cycle, and there is a flow days number of the flow that women go like 5 days. Like for example, the user whose flow is 5 days and the cycle length is 28 days. So we take that data from them and we use an algorithm. We calculate the data future cycle using that data.
Okay, got it. So first, user have to enter their data that this day this
Yes.
cycle begins, and future information will come on the basis of the
Yeah.
previous past history. Okay, got it.
Okay, yeah, thank you for the presentation, and it has a unique approach. So my question is, we have apps right now for the same purpose. So people who are aware about the technology will use that. So how will you reach the people? Like it's about the awareness basically. So how will you reach to the people who are not aware about this website or technology exists where they can check all this stuff?
Okay, so I would like to answer the question. We would begin initially. We thought of coming up with this idea. So initially, we'll start implementing it in our college itself. We can later on increase it to our university, and that was the plan. So initially, like let the girls in our university use it. We'll get the feedback, and once we have enough data, like we had mentioned, we wanted to add this mood tracker thing, but we did not have a lot of data for machine learning, and we need it. So once we have enough data, then we can actually implement it, and we can come up with an app. We can launch it so that it would reach to a lot of women.
Okay, so kind of a survey would be done, right, from
Yeah.
the users.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So that was my question. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't have a question really. Actually, Megha asked whatever I wanted to know, so that's that. Other than that, I would like to give you some feedback. I judged your platform; it's pretty well. The UI is first of all really nice. So whoever did the UI, good job. And I also tried to track my cycle by entering my data, and it was pretty accurate. So I was pretty impressed with it. I mean, I have seen a lot of hackathons, and not a lot of people build stuff like this. So good job.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, judges.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Okay. So thank you, Team Lots. Thank you, judges. Now I would like to invite the next team, or should I say one man army? Okay. So the next participant we have here is Sujay Kaushik. So Sujay, could you please take over the
Uh,
stage?
am I visible?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so I'll be sharing my screen. So there was some communication issue. I didn't know we had to PPT, but so I don't have a PPT for you all, but I do have my app up and running. Can you see the app right?
Yeah, we can. And
Yeah.
no
So
issues, you don't have a presentation. You can just go ahead.
okay, so I have this app. It has been posted on this site. You can go. You can see it. And if you have MetaMask, you can work on it along with me. I will not advise that please don't. Otherwise, it will show problems. So this is Dapp Poet Society. It's basically an app where poets can share their poems in form of text posts and also earn some money in that way. Well, I mean, the core objective of the project is not to make a poet society, but to demonstrate the power of blockchain and decentralized internet in the field of social network. So this whole project has been built on Ethereum blockchain, and now I'll simply demonstrate you. So you have come here, you need to connect your MetaMask wallet with this project. It will take some time. I've created this new account. It has 3 Ethereum in it, test Ethereum in it. You simply connect your account. Now it will show you all the poems, but you can see this is a new account, so it's not registered. So next step would be to register your account. And if my voice is not very visible in between, please notify me. I will have to wait for the transaction to complete. The gas limit is pretty low right now, so it will not be too quick. If we increase the gas limit, it will take a little more Ethereum from us, but we can get the transaction to complete a little faster. It has completed. You can see my account is showing here, the same account. These are the same account. Now we can do two things right now. We can tip the existing poems, or we can write a new poem. So I'll write a new poem saying "W-Accinge is awesome," and I don't know the spelling of awesome right now. So I'll create the poem, click on create. It will take you to another transaction. You confirm it. It will take its time and then you will see it updated. The UI will get updated and your poem will be shown at the last. Now I know it's an issue that the newest poem is showing at the bottom, but that's just a front end problem. You just need to reverse the array and the newest poem will start showing at the top. I think it's completed. Is it? No, it's not. Okay, there is some issue. I'll have to look into it. Why is it not showing? The post was created, but it's not showing. I don't know. There's some problem. I'll look into it later. But let's see if it updates this now. We have to take. So we have created our own token. I've created our own token for this website. This sign that you see, and it's called Irshad, for the Irshad of a poet. So you can donate to any poet you like in terms of this currency, this token currency on Ethereum. So and I've used DAI tokens pricely for this. So it's one Irshad is essentially usually equal to $1. If I tip it, there's some issue. I should check it before. So when you tip someone, since you are transacting, you're creating a transaction through that society's contract. Two transactions take place. First is approved transaction that I just confirmed, and the second transaction is the actual transaction in which you transact. So now two transactions come. I confirm the second one. It should update. Yeah, now you can see it has updated from 4 to 6. But there is some issue. This it was not showing one problem. It was showing this problem. So let me check if I can solve it. Do I still have some time?
Uh, Hello, Sujay.
Do I have some? I still have some time. Good
Actually,
thing is,
we are running out of time, so I guess our judges have already reviewed your project and they know pretty well how the application works and everything. And thanks a lot for giving us a live presentation for it. It was
yeah,
great. Yeah, go ahead. Were you saying
it was
something?
working before. It was working in the video itself, but right now it's showing some issue.
Yeah. No worries, no worries.
I'm sorry for that.
Yeah. So, judges, we are open for feedback and questions.
Yeah, hi Sujay, nice presentation. No worries that it didn't work right now. So it happens sometimes.
I'm sorry that
Also,
your audio is not.
hello, am I audible now?
Your audio is not clear.
No, actually, Jasleen,
Yeah,
your voice
now.
is correct. I think it's something from Sujay.
Is
You
it
can go
better?
Yeah,
ahead.
now it's audible.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. First of all, good reference to the movie Dead Poets Society, since you named it after your rap. Also, I don't want to ask you anything technical. I just want to ask you, how did you come up with this idea? Like, what was your intention behind the idea? And if, for example, this was a product you built, how would you take it forward?
Well, the idea was simply to create a blockchain app and like a social media platform. If you build a social network, it provides you a lot of things to work. You get to create different functions, creating post, retrieving information of a profile, and other things. So I when I completed my blockchain course, I have a long blockchain experience of 32 days. So I completed my course. So I was like, let's create some projects. I went on YouTube, searched for some projects. I got a social network project. Now I had to personalize it. I had to show it like it's not just a simple project. What can I do more? So I went, let's create a poem sharing app. Well, it's not basically, there's nothing specific about a poem sharing app. Like if I remove that title and put Dapp Twitter on it, it becomes a Twitter in itself.
Mm-hmm.
It's simply a text sharing app to multiple people at the same time. And the pun, Dapp Poet Society, you are the first one to get that. Till now, everyone has been asking me why is it named like that. No one has got that yet. So you're the first person to get that joke.
Yeah, it's a nice
And
movie, and your project is also pretty good.
And moving forward, there is an issue with the project which I did not know when I started, which is
Mm-hmm.
the gas prices. So the gas price is, for those who don't know, whenever you transact with a blockchain, whenever you
Mm-hmm.
communicate with a blockchain, you have to pay some gas price for a transaction to complete. Now the issue is when you put a lot of amount of data on a transaction, like you're sharing an image with the blockchain, the gas price becomes too high, which is infeasible.
Mm-hmm.
So if the string is too long, it will or image is there. So social media platform, that problem still exists. So people are still working on it. So moving forward is like we have to work on reducing those gas
The
prices.
gas
That's the
fee,
biggest obstacle we have.
right?
That's probably the reason why there is no huge blockchain social network yet.
Yeah, in India, yes, gas fee is a huge issue. Okay, that's all from my end. Over to you, Megha, Avinash.
Yeah. So thank you for the demoing the application. It is a unique idea, as mentioned by Jasleen. So my question is around the same thing. Like, how would you reach to the people? Like the future scope. What is your future scope for this? And how would you make it like reachable to the other people? Would you provide them with some what do you can say tutorials or something like that to
Well,
reach out
it's
to them?
pretty
A survey or
straightforward.
something
Like
like that later
it's
on.
like launching a social media network. In fact, it's up and running right now. For a normal social media that you are building with a backend, you have to host it and then you have to buy a domain and you have to promote it. If I share the link with you right now, you can work on it yourself. You can tip, you can do everything. Obviously on a test net, not on a main net. On a main net, you will require some capital, if I say so.
Correct.
with that. And of course, moving forward, this project is not very much recommended. We first need to work on the gas problem.
Yeah.
We need to reduce that. People are working on it. 8 2.0 is about to release that will reduce gas problems. As nodes increase, it will also reduce it.
Okay.
But
Thank you.
decentralized app will attraction
Sorry.
on its own.
Yeah. Actually, there was some
No worries.
audio connection issue, so I thought, yeah. So yeah, that's it from my side. So Avinash, if you have any questions.
Yeah, hey Sujay. So it's a nice implementation on how blockchain works. So my question was similar to Megha, like what is the future of this project? What you are going to do with this project when this hackathon ends? Are you just going to keep it like this, or how you are going to scale it?
Well, personally, I have not this project for made this project for scaling. It's my first ever blockchain project. So obviously, this goes on top of my portfolio as a blockchain developer. But if I had to improve it, I'll first of all, it's completely uncensored. That's one of its selling points. That it's decentralized and it's completely censorship free. You are free to say whatever you want. But that's not 100%ly what wanted result. We don't want everyone to say whatever they want.
Then
So
if you are going
what
to, no, I'm just kidding, it's a joke. So if you're going to keep it 100% censorship free, then you might end up in some legal issues because you don't know what the
yeah,
community is
so
going to write.
I have a solution to this problem.
Okay.
We don't want one governing person or entity to govern the complete censorship.
Okay.
But we can use what we always have used, democracy. So we can put a method of staking with being a poet. When you become a poet, you need to stake some amount, some Ethereum or a shard, whatever, as a poet, and that means that's a stake that you're giving that I'm going to behave there. And with every post, we can add that stake too. So first of all, this eliminates the possibility of someone being for no reason being mean to someone else. Why would you put up stake just to be mean with someone else? Secondly, we will add something called the tipping is like liking a post. We need something opposite to that, like disliking a post. And when you dislike a post, the person's stake will reduce by a small amount. And as the stake of a person keeps removing, he keeps going down on the list.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
no one will think deliberately hurting to
got
others.
it. Got it. Thank you.
Okay, great. Thank you, Sujay. Kudos to the ideation. Thank you, judges, for your comments. So I would like to invite the next team on stage. So Spam
Thank you,
Bites,
everyone.
you may take over.
Hello everyone, I would like to share firstly my presentation. Is the presentation visible?
Yes, it's visible.
Okay.
Okay. A very good evening to everyone present here. Today we, the team Spam Bytes, are here to give our presentation. The tagline of our project is, I don't need easy, I just need possible. Less than 10% of the people with disabilities in our country have some kind of jobs. And if we remove the public sector from this, the numbers are just too less. Here, you can see some various newspaper articles which shows how the pathetic condition is in the field of job employment for the PWD. Among 3 crore population of PWD, only 34 lakh of them have been employed. So there is a need to grow a platform where the PWD community can have the same equal opportunities as all the other communities. So to resolve this issue, we have our idea, our platform Parmarth, which aims to provide employment opportunities for the PWD sector.
Our reason is to provide a platform which will support differently able people by giving them an opportunity rather than sympathy. Our website user interface is responsive and easy so one can easily understand. This shows our app user interface, how our website looks in mobile phones. The question arises, who this website will help? Well, it will cater the needs of more than 50% of PWD people who needs employment. Secondly, the government. Under our Prime Minister's scheme of
Atmanirbhar Bharat. Last but not the least, the society in which every section of society will get the equal opportunity.
We have then our user flow, which is follows. First get searched by the top of the MNCs and that can contacted and finally hired. Our product does have good features such as interactive UI, consists of all-time chatbot, multiple jobs, involves an inclusive environment, and it is totally responsive. Like every other product has a competitor in the market. So we also have our competitors such as Naukri.com, Rozgar Sarathi, and some of the government portals. Any product is incomplete without particular business plan. So we will collect revenue by the advertisement-based revenue system. In future, we may also include premium membership. We can also partnership with some of the government NGOs such as Vikas and also with some of the new startups.
Our product targets a particular section of our society. We need to bring in people from their community to promote the product by collaborating with stars like Deepak Malik, etc., and put forth the idea of Startup India and Atmanirbhar Bharat, etc. Our future plans include adding speech recognition system, immersive reader, etc. to achieve accessibility. Coming to our website, log in or register to our portal. Chat with our chatbot if you have any problem. Do check out our featured jobs detail and apply if you are eligible. If you are a company and wish to post our job on our portal, just fill out our job application form and click submit. All your data will be posted on our jobs portal. Search according to your location, company, or post that you wish and apply if you are eligible. If you wish to know more about us, then visit our About Us page. Our team at Parmarth wishes to promote our differently abled community and make the world a better place to live in, facilitating equal opportunity to every team. We present Parmarth as a solution to sluggish government websites and other job portals like Naukri.com, LinkedIn that provide zero jobs for these categories of people. Thank you all, and quoting our tagline, we don't need easy, we just need possible.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah. So thank you for the presentation, and it was like you have covered all the business partner, like the same type of companies which are there, and even the future scope. So that is a great point. And my question is from that.
Ma'am,
Okay.
there is some type of disturbance actually. Physics lecture is going on like.
Not at my side. Can everyone else go on mute?
Ma'am, everything is fine. I guess there's something from their side.
Yeah.
I can hear you clearly and nothing else in the background.
Okay. So yeah, I will continue. So my question is, okay, you give this platform. So in future, will you keep a check, like, is this providing the outcome which you have planned for? Like, you have posted the jobs, people are applying, but are they getting the results? Like, if you see on LinkedIn or Naukri.com, sometimes it's like we apply for 10, 20, and we hardly get a response from one. So how will you check for this in future?
Ma'am, actually, right now the idea of our project is that we are only serving as a connection between the recruiters and the people who need this, like the differently challenged community. We see ourselves, if we wish to use it as a startup for our team, then we would use other technologies as well. Like right now, we only use front end and the back end. So in future, this will be an issue for us to resolve, like connecting and giving them a hassle-free solution. So yeah, we have to use like various other stacks as well. But as of now, we just wish to connect the recruiters and the people who need jobs.
Okay. Yeah. So that was my question. Yeah. Thank you for the presentation.
Thank you,
Jasleen
ma'am.
and Avinash, over to you.
Hi guys. Okay, Avinash, go ahead.
Okay. Hi, team. So it's a nice idea, nice website. So your project is kind of, I can Naukri.com, but it's only for differently abled persons. You are not extending it to some other community, just for differently abled, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes.
so I have one more question. I was just going through your website, and under the job portal, I see you have listed different categories, then different roles. So how the filtering works here? So say if I apply the filter for accountant and designer, and then I click on apply button. So how the filtering work? Are you using pre-text search or something similar to that?
So actually, right now the filtering is not working. Only our search bar is working. The filtering we had some issues regarding that, and we will be working on that. But right now, only the that search bar is working. Like you can search according to your location and company, and for that we are using express routing parameters.
Okay, so where your data is stored?
So data is stored in the MongoDB database.
Okay, so you are using key pairs here for search and other
Yes,
things.
sir. Yes,
Okay,
sir.
thank you. That was my question.
Thank you, sir.
Hi team, nice presentation, nice idea, and I like the UI as well. So I mean, one of the things that I would like to ask you is that how did you come up with this idea? One, I mean, other than the fact about the government offering all these policies, like as a team, why did you pick this? Did you do research about the competing apps, or are there any apps
No,
like
ma'am, we actually
this
didn't do
jobs for?
much of the research. There, I would like to say that
Ma'am,
there
actually,
is
we
no.
did, Manu, okay, just a minute. Actually, ma'am, we did a lot of research and we come across that there are no website portal there for the different table, but it always, if you look back into it, it always show a server error of phone not responding. So the different able community faces this kind of problem every as we newspaper articles mentioned that most of the country's population of PWD is unemployable. So we come up across this idea. The committee we have also applied like the filters for even the filter kind of job what they can do without going through that what they can apply through. Also, we have added job locations that will be near to their home. They can just get it directly to the company's website page.
Yes, okay, sounds good that you
So
did your
like
research.
we put forward the our main idea was Parmarth was like our government works for every section, be it like in private sector, we have quota for women's, we have quota for LGBT. With physically challenged community is that there is no particular option for them and no one is they're not able to contact because of their disability. So that's why we come up with Parmarth and that's the solution to eradicate these sluggish comment websites and that's the competition with other job portals.
Yeah, sounds good. I mean, I really like the fact the both of your answers combined that you did the research, you checked out things that are not working, and that is what
Yeah,
you tried to fix. So that's pretty great. Thank you.
thank you, ma'am.
Okay, so thank you, team. Thank you, judges. Now, I would like to invite next participant to present his project, Aditya Korvi. If you could just share your screen.
Yes, am I audible?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. I won't be able to switch on my camera because my program will require the camera thing. I need to give an error if I open it.
Yeah, no issues.
Is that fine? Okay. Is my screen visible?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So, hi guys, my name is Aditya. I am Team CS here. And so my project is basically about a virtual workout assistant or a virtual health assistant, and it's called Fiton. So I decided to name it Fiton because it does many things in one, and it has a lot of features as I'll be demonstrating. I'll just run it. It will take some time to start up, and I basically use Python to build this. OpenCV and MediaPipe as the libraries which mainly support the image processor. So, Fiton is, as we know, in lockdown, as many of us weren't able to get exercise done, our physical health kind of deteriorated. And also, like as we sit in front of the laptops, we generally tend to crouch. So, in front of the laptop, and this will affect our back a lot in the long run. So, we have added two features like full body workouts and also posture detection to tell if you're sitting properly. Sorry for the delay. So as I've already signed in, I'll get started with it. And you're invited to this page where you can start a posture detection session, emotion detection session, or a full body workout session. I'll be first showing how posture detection works. Posture detection is a fully calibrated model. So wherever you sit, you can calibrate it there. First, you have to sit straight. Then it will calibrate all the points. Then I will be able to judge if you're sitting straight or so you're not sitting straight. Yeah. So it calibrated itself. So now it is going to show if I'm sitting straight or not. So if I crouch a bit, also it will show I'm crouching. Are you guys able to see? Can I get a response?
Yeah, it's visible.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, this is a posture detection, and this can be used to many people, like people who sit in desk jobs and stuff. Now we'll go to full body workouts. You have full body warm-ups, yoga and meditation, and heavy weights. Heavy weights, we have added features like karate, martial arts, punches and kicking if you exercise. We'll be demonstrating that. We have also added audio in the middle. It will be telling which exercise to do next. I don't think you guys will be able to hear that, but it's there. So we'll be selecting the easy mode for this demonstration. Yeah, bicep curls. So this is the jump calibration, where you have to jump, then it will calibrate the whole model. As you can see, it says put a green red line and green line. And if I jump on the green line, it will count. This was full body workouts, and we also have yoga. Here we have used machine learning, which is TensorFlow with Keras library to train the model. We have given you the ability to add data, train and run. As I already added the data and trained it, I'll just run and show what and all I have added in this. I've added like 4 to 5 yoga postures. That was yoga detection. And also an experimental feature we wanted to try is emotion detection. We still didn't find a particular use case for it, but when students sit down to write a test and stuff, this can be used to track what they exactly are doing. And here, as you can see, yeah, so it's showing that my facial expression is neutral for now. And if I look down and look at my phone or mobile, it will show that I'm using my mobile. And if I hold it also, I'm using my mobile. And yeah, also it can track expression like if I'm happy. So we can add extra emotions, but it will take some time to train the model. This was the project. Hope you guys like it.
Thank you, Aditya. It was a great visual representation of your project. I would like the judges to give their comments and feedback.
Hi Aditya. So it's a nice project. I like the way Accent is starting. I just want to get some stats on the training, like how much GPU hours you used, and then the training data. Where did you get all the training data? Did you use pre-existing libraries or what?
So what we wanted to do is make it as modular as possible, so that you can add your own exercises.
Yeah.
So we're using the same library, which is MediaPipe, and we can collect points from any video or from the webcam itself. To train this model, I trained it personally using my webcam. I just had to label what I was going to do. For example, Namaskar Asana, and go and perform the exercise there. It would collect all those points and put that into a NumPy file. After there's like around 4 to 5 NumPy different exercises NumPy file created, I can just train them using TensorFlow. And it will give me 2 files, which is label.mpy and the other one is model.h5. So using those, I can easily run the program. Just link it to the run program, and you can run it. So we want to make it model.
So what's the accuracy of it? Says it's trained on your data. So if I go ahead and add to the Namaskaram post, what's the accuracy of detecting it?
It will show you the Namaskarasana pose. We can. The thing is, if there are two poses which are very similar, it will have some difficulty, but I think we can smoothen out those values. Coming to an accuracy, I won't be able to give you a specific number because I've not tested it so much.
So the reason why I asked this question because I felt a little bit that you used your personal training data to train it. So I felt it's kind of undertrained.
So in the future we want to train it using YouTube videos and train professional trainer to train the model so that there's no errors there.
Yeah, I would personally like to use your project because I'm a little lazy these days.
Yeah.
It's a nice project. Well done.
Thank you. Are there any other questions?
Yeah, like Avinash said, great project, great presentation. Extra marks for all the demo that you did just for us.
Thank you.
Right, great job. I mean, it's a different idea. It's different and relevant. So good job on that. I have a very simple question because Avinash covered most of it. So which libraries did you use for the UI part?
UI, I used tkinter. Many people can't believe because tkinter is very limited. But when paired with design tools like Figma, it actually becomes versatile. So all those images which you could see were actually images, like not PNG files. I had to label them as labels or buttons.
Okay.
So,
Great. Yeah, that's all from my end. Good luck. Up to you, Megha.
Yeah, so my question was around the same, like how you calculate this green line, red line. So as you mentioned, it's on your data. Yeah, good job for the presentation and all of the demo which you gave. I know it's already on the future side, but I would like to know from you, like, what have you thought the next you can do with this?
okay, next we'd like to add like voice detection and proper voice assistance. I mean, now it can only tell which exercise you're going to do next, but we want to like give moral support to the customer who is doing it. So we'll have to make it more. It should have some feeling in it. So it should motivate the person to do more and do this. That's one of the features we want to add, and we want to also make the personal like model to track the points, because MediaPipe is there. It shows an instantaneous skeleton of your body, but it's not that fast. I think we can achieve higher accuracy with our own model. So we'll be doing that. And we also want to put it to a mobile app and a web app. So anyone around the world can use it.
Correct. Yeah, very well points are mentioned, which could obviously enhance your application. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Aditya and the judges. We can go ahead with the next team, Team Hackax.
So, good evening, everybody. We are Team Hackathons with our project Espoir. Every generation needs a regeneration. I'm Ojasvi Gavankar with my teammates Ayushi Pating, Simran Gupta, and Shirley Castellino, presenting you our project, a website to diminish the very neglected social cause, the generation gap. The generation gap is an endless social phenomena where every generation wants to uphold the principle of legal. Endless generation gap, but obviously can offer some way in which it can be reduced. There should be efforts made by both sides to get better relationship between two generations. Espoir brings us the space where older generation can learn more about modern social domains and trendy stuffs, and the younger generation can learn about how to obey, respect, and take care of their elders. Presenting you our chosen social track, social cause, and the problem statement, which is noting the explication considering the particular issue.
And the technologies that we have used to build this website is HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. And we have hosted our website on Netlify. Next, you could see, let's see some glimpses of our website. The first thing, the first picture that you could see is the home page, where you could see there are tabs like Let's Learn, memes, slangs, videos, etc. Then next, you could see our login and registration form page, where the new users could register and the existing users could log in. Then next, you could see is an interaction room that we have created, that is a chit chat room where the users could interact with each other. Next, you could see we have created a web page for care for each other section, where we have given some information from our side how to take care of each of the respective generation. Then lastly, you could see the FAQ page, where we have given more, like we thought the questions which would be more important, we have listed over there. So these were some glimpses of our web pages.
Simran, you're mute.
I'm so sorry for this. This This is a case diagram. Our aim is to diminish the generation gap by creating a user-friendly website. This website has a whole access to the users only. We, as a developer, just want the login information and the registration information so that we can keep a track of how many number of people have registered or are using our website. And we have also added a contact us section where the users can give us feedbacks or concerns. So, why we chose this topic? The main purpose of choosing this topic is only an attempt to diminish the generation gap. We have our grandparents at our home who do not know about the latest trends and technologies going around. So, we thought, why not make a website which will help them to learn something? The generation gap can't be reduced from only one side. So, we have a section where the young generation can also learn about how they can take care of the older generation, as well as they can interact uh, with the people who are like their grandparents and help us in bridging this generation gap.
Future scope. The main objective of this page is to bridge the gap between the people of different generations. To do that, in future, we aim to share technology as well as general videos. One of the most important changes that we aim on making in the near future is making a multilingual site in regards of inclusivity. We also aim on bringing more and more features like bringing an interactive page wherein our users can upload memes and share their knowledge on the latest slangs. We also plan on sharing more and more articles related to midlife crisis, teen health, etc. We also aim on upgrading our interact page with more features like voice call, video call, screen sharing, specialized sections for different activities, etc. Conclusion. It's not a generation gap, it's an ideology gap. Being a new age people, we have our own lens through which we look at the world. In fact, every generation does. What we fail to realize is that every lens is distinct and unique in its own way, which should be respected and should be looked upon. Here, our primary aim is to build a healthy and safe environment for all, where people can express their opinions and treat everyone the way they want to be treated. We want to help them in the process by giving them the best platform possible for doing it. We really hope that we succeed in fulfilling our aim. Thank you.
Good presentation, guys. One simple question. Uh, our youth, we like, instant satisfaction for everything, and we like being on social media more than we like talking to our family, to be honest. So, what would be the USP of your product? How would you direct the youth to use your platform?
And we will try to make the youth understand that generation gap is really the most concerning things going on, but we neglect it. So we will ask them to visit our website to tell the grandparents, and as a young generation, they can help the older generation to come out. Like we have Let's Learn section where older generation can watch videos on how to use YouTube, how to use Instagram. But when the young generation will come to the website, they can direct them properly. Like I always help my grandparents in helping them. So I think it's the responsibility of each and every young generation to help the older generation.
And the older generation will help the younger generation in terms of the mental health issues. And we have planned to move forward and go in some old age homes for encouraging everyone to use our website. It's a non-profitable website, so yeah. And also we have also decided to go for in future, if this goes well, we have also decided to go in some rehabilitation centers for youth. We have mental health rehabilitation, then alcohol overuse, then overdoses. So that's how we are planning to move forward.
Okay, so just a small question from whatever you just said. Great thought, great initiative. But again, the older people might also need help in learning how to use your platform, right? So how would you overcome that?
Ma'am, actually, we have decided to use many other languages. We are planning for firstly starting with Hindi and then other mainly languages that we use in India. And also, we have like we have mentioned videos. We have YouTube videos, and also we have like for Instagram, Discord, the main social websites, and like all the servers, how to use them. We have also uploaded the videos to how help them discover more like websites and all of those things on our website.
Okay, thank you for your answers. Good luck.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Thank you.
Okay, so yeah, it was a good presentation and a good topic for the recent era. So yeah, my question was around the same. How would you make the people aware? So I think you have answered that. So my question is, your aim is to help these old people and youth, the age gap. So how will you make sure that your website is serving that purpose? Okay, they would understand the Facebook, but through the videos. But are there any other challenges? Would you be able to take any survey or any kind of a thing for your future scope from the people who are using it?
As of now, currently, they can give us any sort of concern or feedback in the contact us form. But later, we are definitely planning to kind of create a form on our website where they can honestly feel what they think about the website. But was not possible for us to do it.
Okay, okay. Form would be something, I think again it would come the same, like the old people won't be able to that much accessibly use it. So yeah, it would be a kind of a feedback, like you can obviously have a survey, something like as mentioned, you would be visiting different places, the old people. So yeah, kind of your own survey would be really helpful for your project. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Judges, are we done?
uh, Over to you, Avinash.
Oh, sorry, I was speaking on mute and like that.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm saying, yeah, it's a nice app, and my questions are already answered. It's a nice and great idea. Just focus more on implementation part. Otherwise, it's a good idea. It has scalability to grow. But just you have to figure out how to do that.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, judges.
Okay. We can go ahead with the next team that is not underscore decided.
Hello, judges. Good evening.
So, good evening. Am I audible and visible?
Yeah, you both are audible.
Yeah.
So, please let me when my screen is visible to you. Okay. So, here's a presentation. I'm myself, Tushar S. Verma. I am the team leader, and the other person is Mohammad Bilal Sheikh. He is the ML developer of this project. Yeah, you can continue now.
Thank you, Tushar. So basically, our app is a cash flow management app. I know the idea is not very unique, but when we did our research that if this kind of app is present in India or not, we were not able to find applications that work the way they are stating they are supposed to work. For example, they state that they'll help us manage our cash, the inflow and outflow of our cash, and they state a lot of things in their description, but they don't. The app doesn't actually meet up with those expectations. So there were a lot of reprimandments from the users. So we decided on making this app. So basically, our app's slogan is "Here is where your savings begin." So let's move on to the next slide. Our aim of this app is basically to make a basic cash flow management app which has additional features to it. For example, and if you have a receipt and you want to not manually add the data, you can use our OCR extraction feature, which helps you click a photo of the receipt and get the text, and automatically our ML model can access the data and enter it to the fields. Sec, uh, Now the table of contents, you can meet our team members. Our team lead is Tushar. Our app developer is Prateek Singh, and my name Mohammed Bilal Sheikh. I am the ML developer of the app. So the cash flow management app, basically, as I told you, is controls the inflow and outflow of your monetary expenses, and there is an additional feature which helps you क्या कहते हैं, which helps you yeah which helps you
Subscription.
analyze your subscriptions and our future scope. uh, I know we have a lot of future scopes, but this just shows that we are planning to take this app further. uh, we want to improve our ML model and make the connection of data transfer very smooth. The technology that we used was Android Studio, MLKit, PyMongo, Python, Flask, and MongoDB for the API. These are some exemplar screenshots of our app. This is it for our presentation. Now I'll just show you our app in working. Just a second. So say hi to our app. I know the data is pretty static. We have not yet connected the API to it. So there are basically two functions to our app. We can add expenses to it. For example, you went on a Gucci spree. You spent $5 on a bag, and you can select a tag for it, and you can add expense. When you add expense, it shows up in our the pie chart on the main page. You can see how much you have spent, and for example, if you want to add a subscription, suppose one day you plan on joining a gym, so you can just type in the message, for example, looking to get fit, and you can add date. For example, if I'm joining by 20th of February, and the subscription will probably go on about 3 months. That's the appropriate time for the motivation that I've got. Now I'll just add the subscription. It will go and show up in the API. We have not yet made a lot of pages. For example, there is not a sign in sign up page. There is no profile page, and there is no page to show membership. But this is just because we didn't have ample amount of time to do our development. That's all. Thank you.
Hi team. I like the visual representation of data via pie chart. I have a question regarding ML. So you mentioned that you are using ML. So currently, how ML is integrated with your app? Oh, I like that in Roku too.
Basically, we have used named entity recognition using the Spacey library in Python, and we used our personal data. For example, we took a few receipts and did OCR extraction and trained the model according to that.
Okay, so currently the ML part is just the OCR recognition.
Can you please repeat?
I'm saying the ML part that you are specifying is currently the OCR recognition. You are like I am giving one receipt, and it's extract that from receipt and putting that into the database. That's the ML part currently involved in the app.
No. Basically, the OCR part will give the ML model the text, and then the text will go through the ML model, and will just recognize named entities. For example, if I give in the receipt and I can extract the company's name, the total amount that has been spent over it, and then for example, the category. If you go to Domino's, it will just identify that it's a food type of category.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
So that was my question.
Any other question?
Yeah. So yeah, thank you for the presentation. Uh, my question are around like you have mentioned the future scope already, but how do you plan to like make it accessible to the users? Like, what is your initial phase you are targeting for now? With what
The initial
features you would
phase,
be going to the users?
yeah, the initial phase that we'll be targeting is a fully functional OCR model and the subscription analysis thing, and plus the normal expenses manually adding things.
Okay.
The future scope that we plan on adding is involving the interaction of users. For example, if you go in a group, there's a party, and you want to split the bill. So we can involve interaction of users and split the bill accordingly. So it will go show up in each of the group members' expenses.
Yeah, that
We
is a
can maintain the subscription part as well. Like we can pay all the subscription money together. Like it calculate all total money. Like you have to pay like 1,500, include all your subscription like gym or maybe some OTT platform subscription like Netflix. You can pay it all money together, not going their website one by one. It can be one more feature.
okay. Yeah, that answers my question. Thank you. Over to you, Jasleen.
Hi guys, good presentation. But like you mentioned, it's a pretty existing idea, but I like the last part that Tushar just mentioned that you can add that splitting part and all those functionalities. So other than that, most of the questions Megha and Avinash have already covered. So no questions from me at this time. Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, judges. Thank you, team. So we will move forward to the next team, which is Noob Webbers. The stage is all yours.
Yeah, just a minute. Is my screen visible?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So hi everyone. My name is Avinash Koshal and I am from the team New Webbers. So what we have built is a real-time text editor. Our problem statement is like earlier developers could meet physically before the pandemic and get their problems resolved easily. But now if developers want to work together, they have a limited option such as going for a meeting, especially physically, which is not safe, and also sharing their screens, which is not much feasible. And also it takes a lot of time and misses the important aspect, such as working on a real-time code editor with real-time communication and audio and chat feature. So the solution which we present to you all is a platform that provides an online text editor which aims to provide a real-time collaboration among many users, give an ultimate which also contains an ultimate set of themes to choose from whichever suits your personality, and also a high variety, also a wide variety of programming languages. So, well, now talking about the implementation, we have implemented the platform using Node.js, Express, and all for implementing the rooms. Implementing the chat rooms, we have used Socket.io and WebRTC and PeerJS. The text editor has been implemented using CodeMirror. So, like, now talking about the basic functioning. So, like, when the user is on the main page, they can send we have included a feedback form at the end of the main page of the website, so you can share the feedback. On the starting page of the website, we have like given an option to you all for either creating a room or joining a room. When the user creates a new room, he can join the room. He will be redirected to the text editor in which he can like
copy the ID of that room and send it to his friends who can also join the room, and like they will be provided with a real-time text editor in that room along with a audio and video support as well. So some of the features are we aim to provide code collaboration at real time, support multiple programming languages, upload or download the source code, support for multiple editor background themes, text reader for content, and real-time communication via audio and video. So now talking about the code collaboration at real time, like I told you, like this is an image showing that we have implemented the code editor, which you can see my image as well. So accordingly, many other users can also join here whose image and audio will be whose video will be visible to you all, and you can hear them as well, and like you can interact with them during coding on the platform. So like shown in the image, we have a support for multiple text languages along with the specified indentation for that particular language. Also, we have a 30 plus themes which are supported in our text editor. So like if a user likes dark mode, he can select the dark mode, or if he wishes to use the light mode, then he can select the light mode as well. And the one more feature is that you can upload or download the source code of your project whenever you are working. For example, you are working on some project and uh, you want to work on it afterwards, so you can download the source code and change the file extensions, and then again upload the file on our editor and continue your work. We have also provided a text to speech feature. So, well, the chat feature which I was talking about earlier, we have implemented it directly on the code editor. So, for example, if you write on the editor hi or something else, so the text to speech feature will it will speak that text for you. The improvements which we aim to perform in the future are like there is a bug that sometimes when we connect to the chat room, the audio and video features do not work sometimes. The bug is let me like mention the bug. The bug is like related to the instance of the code mirror which we have used for the creating the text editor. So the text edit the it code mirror prevents the use of sockets in the project. So like we implemented it manually, and like when we deploy the project, it works. So this is one bug which we aim to resolve in the future. And one more improvement which we would like to make is improve the UI and make it more interactive and responsive. Currently, our project only has support for single file. So we would like to make the platform to support multiple files at the same time. And also we would like to make the platform more secure so that no unwanted parties can enter the room. So this was our presentation for the project. Thank you. Thank you, Abir. Judges, you may take over.
Hi, Abhi. Nice presentation. One simple question. Over, existing extensions for softwares like VS Code, or instead of using GitHub, why should someone go for your platform?
Ma'am, basically extensions like VS Code and other like they are not able to provide they provide the text editor, but we are also providing a real-time audio and chat support as well simultaneously. So like basically you want to you want something, you want a platform which is that you can like collaborate easily and work easily without any problem. Like you should get the feel that okay, you are working physically. So our platform provides that in respect to other editors like VS Codes. So that is one feature which I think is distinguishes our platform from other editors.
Okay, thank you, Abhi.
Any more questions?
Yeah. My question was same around the GitHub one, which Jasleen had asked. So as you mentioned, the features you would be providing. So my question is again from the same, like, how are you targeting to reach to audience? Like, what will be your next step after you provide this software? What are you planning to do to make it more?
Firstly, yeah. So in order to make it reach out to more users, firstly, we will like improve the bug which I mentioned about. Like currently, if like you have tested the website, then sometimes the interactive feature does not work. The audio and chat feature sometimes it does not work. So firstly, we aim to resolve that bug, and after that, we aim to like more news about our text editor, because like it is much more user friendly than other editors. So like yeah, they can other people like can easily work on the text editor.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. That was from my side. Avinash, over to you.
Yeah, hi team. So I have gone through your website. I see you have support for various languages like Django, then Python, blah blah. So did you link it to some compiler? Like when we are writing the code, the feasibility, like am I writing the right code or not? So say me along with the other person, we collaborated, we write one some code, and can we test the same code on your text editor, or we have to take it locally and then using our terminal or some other compiler we have to test it whether it works fine or
No,
not?
the, currently the compiling feature is not available in our website. So like yeah, this is also one future goal for our project. So like currently we have the indentation for the for the specified language. So but yeah, in future we aim to provide a proper compiling platform as well for the text editor.
Okay, so that can be the plus one compared to with GitHub in your case. Nice project, guys. That's all on my side.
Thank you, Abir. Thank you, judges. So we will move forward to the next team, which is Team Nerds. You may take over.
I'm sharing my screen. Okay, so hello everyone. I am Tushar Bauskar and I am from Team Nerds. Our project is Gestural AI. So you may have seen that there are a lot of people around us. We are interacting with them every day through online meets. But there are some underprivileged people like the mutes who cannot communicate with normal people, like without any support of sign languages. So like in this pandemic period, we have shifted all to virtual world. Our physical meetings are replaced by online meets, and it becomes very difficult for the mute people to express their thoughts in such scenarios. So there is a need for some software to translate their sign languages into a form which we can understand. So we developed the web application which recognizes the letters from their signs based on the American Sign Language in real time. What we are doing here is basically we are taking the real-time video input from the user's camera, which is sent frame by frame to the model. The model then recognizes the sign from the input frame, and then from these letters, the words are built algorithmically. This is some technical stuff. So first I will talk about the dataset used. We tried different data sets, but there were some limitations that we will cover in next part. So for this, we use the ASL alphabet dataset, which consisted of 28 classes, capital letters from A to Z, and 2 special characters, space and nothing. And for the model part, we use the pre-trained ResNet model,
to fine tune on our data set. It gave an accuracy of 99% on training data and 97.5% on testing data. But the catch was that when we tried using it on real time, like from our video input, the accuracy dropped a bit. So now the demo will be given by Utsav Khatu.
Can you stop sharing your screen?
Yes, I have stopped sharing.
Is my screen visible?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It will take a minute to boot up. Okay. As you have seen, we could convert the letters into the sentences or words, but the catch is that it sometimes mispredicts or predicts another word in this place. So as you can see, I wanted to showcase roll on, but it misprinted G in between because of it misclassifying. So I will be talking about these limitations and work now. Let me share my screen. Okay, so the limitations and the problems we faced while development. First we initially we were working on a video dataset consisting of 20K videos and 2,000 most common English words, on average 10 words each for the or 10 videos each for a word. But due to the computational limitations and large size of the data and a smaller size for the we needed at least 100 videos for a word in order to, for the model to be trained good. So we took a step back and trained on static data set Word, which was about 5 KB, and it consists about 160K static images. On average, you could say 14K images, or sorry, 8K images for each image, each word letter, and we had about 28 classes, only 26 English words with space and nothing being another two classes to it. So we tried on a small dataset for working. We also tried with media by land detection, landmark extraction, and using those to train RNN model, but that didn't work good too. So in the end, we use ResNet and we use transfer learning technique to convert the image to classes, and this worked good to a certain limit. We also tried other models like I3D, which was for a video dataset, but the accuracy wasn't that good, so we dropped that. So now talking about the future scope, there are three things we would like to improve for this project. First, to make the existing model more robust and to make it correctly predict the class in different settings like different backgrounds, lighting conditions, etc. And the second, as we know, that in order to create a word or a bigger paragraph or like a sentence on this, it took a significant amount of time. So instead of training or classifying a vector as a letter, we would like to generate words using the sign actions. So this could increase our model capability as well as the project capacity. And the next would be to make the model or the application as a whole lightweight, so that we could integrate it in web and mobile applications like Google Meet, Chrome extensions, or Zoom meetings. So this was about the future. Thank you.
Yeah. So thank you for the presentation and the demo. So my question is around the same, like which you mentioned the error one, uh, the accuracy. So how do you plan to manage it? Like it was just for a word. So if there is a sentence, what are your plans to something like you could give suggestions of the words or how is it you have planned?
Okay, so we won't be predicting the sentence as a whole. We would be breaking it down either to a letter or a word. And as we have done in this case, it is letter, and it is particularly easy with a letter, but words becomes a quite difficult part. So we are thinking of using the real world, the WLSL dataset, which I previously spoke of, to generate the word. But I think we lack here the computational power as well as the bigger data set. Like we tried I3D model, which was Inception 3D model for video image editing training. And second was we extracted the feature from the media pipe and fed those to the RNN as I spoke before, but that didn't work out. So as of now, we were thinking of combining all the words or the major data sets possible on the internet to generate a bigger data set. So the model robustability would be increased, and also this model was trained on others' data set, and still it works pretty good on my hand, unless other projects like where the users use their own data.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. That answers my question. And yeah, over to you, Jasleen and Avinash.
Hi guys, nice presentation. So one simple question: which algorithms have you used for the model?
So we use a deep learning technique called transfer learning. We use the pre-trained ResNet model, and we removed the last layer and added our own layer, output layer, which consists of 28 hidden nodes. For the output, which consisted of all the English letters as well as two special characters that were nothing and string. So transfer learning and fine tuning.
Okay,
And
sounds good.
for that later generation, we use the sliding window algorithm. Like we are taking the 5 frames, and if the for 5 frames, the letter that is predicted for the majority number of times, we will be displaying that.
Okay,
It's
sounds
actually
good.
10, but a person can change up according to its needs.
Okay, and one last question from my end: how did you guys come up with this idea as a team?
So one day I was procrastinating about my ML assignment. I didn't have anything to do, so I was watching Naruto, and there was this cool hand sign. So and then it reminded me of the persons they were talking near our college doing their hand sign. So what would be they have Zoom in the virtual world as everything has gone Zoom. So on the Zoom meetings and Google Meet. So that's where I came up with this idea.
Okay, good. I mean, that's what you get when you think like a developer. So great job. Thank you. Avinash, up to you.
Yeah, it's a nice project. I don't have any questions, but you mentioned that you are limited to training, like you don't have enough resources to train your data. So why don't you go for Google Colab? It has high capacity.
Yeah,
We tried training the model on Google Colab, but like we were training I3D first, so it has almost like 3 to 4 million parameters, and that too on 20K videos. Each video having almost like 30 frames per video. So you are it is like passing 20K into 30 images to a model which has 3 to 4 million parameters. So it was taking a lot of time, like 4 to 5 hours per epoch.
Okay, got it.
Also, the models that we have used now are trained on Kaggle kernel, and they are GPU supported. I think it was TC100 GPU.
Actually, we also faced one problem that the runtime used to crash in between.
Oh, yeah, so sometimes Colab does it.
Yes.
Okay, nice for you guys. I don't have any questions. Thank you.
Thank you, team. Thank you, judges.
Thank you.
Now, I would like to invite our last team, last but not least, Team Null. The stage is yours. Do we have Team Null with us here? Yeah.
Yeah. Hello, hello. I'm audible? Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, my internet connection lost. Let me share my screen. Is it visible?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. So, hello everyone. Myself Barun Devnath, and from Team Null, and my other teammates are Zil Prajapati and Dhruv Shah. Our project name is DevOps Projectopia. So, your project buddy. So, like we have chose the three basic problems that every learner faces, especially as a beginner developer. So, like while learning to code, we usually search for courses, and we are bombarded with lots of courses like YouTube videos and blogs and all that stuff. But there is no proof that these courses will help me or not. So, and the second problem that we face that while building project, we often confuse on which idea should we build project on, or what are the resources that needed for to complete this project. And the third problem that every new hacker every new developer who tries to take part in hackathon phase is to find a teammate. Like if you have a teammate who is committed to your idea, then you may not be able to submit your project totally. So considering these three problems, we have developed our platform, DevBoss. So the key features integrated in the project are the profile page, where the user can enter all the social IDs and projects. The project page, where user can upload their projects and showcase to the world. The hackathon and find a teammate page, like if any user collaborate, wants others to collaborate in his or her project, or if the user wants to find teammates for his hackathon team, then he can on stage. If you are and a XYZ resource is good for learning React, suppose, or learning JavaScript, then you can create a learning path in our platform and sell it to the world. Now the whole project is built on the following tech stack: Next.js, Tailwind CSS, Node Express, MongoDB, and we had used JWT for our authentication. And now, like, what's the future scope for our project? Like, we want to build our, like, we don't have that much knowledge in UI, so we want to build a more beautiful UI for our platform. And we want to create a page for new ideas, like which user can filter according to their tech needs. Like if the user wants a project idea for React, so the only React project ideas will be displayed along with the resources needed to learn the related libraries. Like he wants to learn React Axios, or want to learn Tailwind CSS, so that particular resources will be displayed. The third thing that we want to is to make the profile page more universal. Like we want to build a page where he can share his profile page, and it will be his universal portfolio. And the fourth thing that we want is to create a social media type page for learning parts. Like if any newbie developer just share a learning resource, then maybe it's not useful for others. So what we have thought that the learning path should be displayed to the more experienced developer first, and then if he find it useful, if he likes it or interact with it, then it can be displayed to other users. So yeah, that's our project. That's our presentation. Yeah. So hello.
Thank you for the presentation. Judges, if you have any questions, you could go ahead and ask. Hello?
Yeah. So thank you for the presentation, and you have covered a lot about the future scope and everything. So same thing, like how did you get this idea, and what is your plan for the first initial release or target?
Okay, so the like for the inspiration of the idea, like it happened to me. Like I joined randomly with someone in the hackathon, and I revealed my idea. Like I want to build this one, and the next day he just left. Like he didn't come. So like I was stuck in between, like how to like I was that time I was a total newbie. So I was totally stuck. So I thought like if I can find some teammates beforehand the hackathon, so we can discuss more and some connection will be built. And for the future scope, um, like we were working on a voice chatbot, so that if the user wants search like particular like through voice, he can do it. Also, the very first thing we want to build is an idea page. Like if I'm a newbie developer, I want to build projects. So where to get that project ideas? So we want to build something like suppose there is a real-time chat app in the YouTube video, but it is built on React and Node. But the user wants to build in Django. So what we can do, like this feature is built on Node Express, and here is a Django playlist. Learn Django, and you can just refer like this is how you will build the server. So he can use his own creativity to build that same thing in Django. Yeah, that's what we want to do.
Yeah, it is a good idea, and especially you have experienced it, so it makes it more applicable for everyone. So yeah, that were the question from me. Over to you, Jasleen and Avinash.
Yeah, good presentation, Varun. But one question, we use Discord so much for hackathons and for discussions. And since
Yeah,
the
yeah.
pandemic, we have a lot of online communities. So why should someone not go there and come to your platform?
Okay, so like in Discord, like what happens? Like you can use Discord, no issues. But like if any hackathon is coming, so everyone don't join the hackathon Discord group beforehand, right? So it happens sometimes like I may join 10 days before, and I have an idea and the team is released. I have an idea, but I don't have no one is there so to form a group with me. But if I post it in my platform, maybe someone is there who is also wants to take part, and he can contact me beforehand, and we can like discuss with us. Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
Hi, Varun. So I understand one part of your project is to go through a hands-on learning approach instead of going through a courses, right?
Yes.
So, like in the resource section of your page, can you elaborate more on that part?
Resource section. So basically we have done is that suppose if you want to learn React, okay, so not every YouTube video is good and not every blog is good. So what can you do? Like if you know that this blog or this React this YouTube video has helped you, what you can do, create a learning part out of it. Like you paste the link there and you can create a learning part, and the whole world can access it. Like and you can share your experience too. Like we are thinking to add your experience part also. Like this thing has helped me to learn this and this and this. So we have tried to do that part.
Okay, nice approach. Thanks, Varun.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, team. Thank you, judges. So here we are done with all of our top 10 teams. And I would like to thank our judges. Thank you, Jasleen. Thank you, Megha. Thank you, Avinash, for taking time out of your busy schedule and judging all of the teams. It was great to have you here the entire time. Also, thank you all of the participants for the great presentations, demos, visual, all of it. Thanks a lot, everyone. We will declare the winners soon, so stay tuned.